We're going to talk a little bit today about form shooting and how we like to teach our kids here at Elodia Basketball Academy, and the importance of understanding the entire body concept throughout the shot. And so we're going to break it down piece by piece. We're going to start from the ground and work our way up, and we're going to talk a little bit about the positioning of our bodies throughout the shot, and the importance and understanding of what each part of our body has when it comes to the shot. And we're going to start from the ground, so we're going to work at our feet first. And understanding in form shooting, a huge importance in the game of basketball is balance. And so we keep going to balance, but if you look at our feet, we're going to be wider than shoulder width apart. I'm a right-handed shooter, so my right foot is going to be slightly in front of my left foot. Slightly in front of my left foot, okay? And so we start with our feet, right foot slightly in front of our left foot. Real important that we get our feet squared to the rim. I'm standing at the foul line right now. It's pretty simple for me to square up to the goal. A lot of kids like to turn their feet in a direction that's facing opposite from where they're shooting. So right now my feet are turned left. We really want to get squared up and put ourselves wider than shoulder width apart and squared up to the goal no matter where we are. Okay. As coaches, it's important to understand your pivot work is huge in getting your feet squared up. Okay, so when we're looking at kids, you got kids that are having problems getting squared up. Hey, hold on, let's slow down. Let's go back to our footwork. Let's get our front pivots, left foot, right foot, front pivot. Really get ourselves in position to make shots before we jump up and shoot them. Okay, so start from the ground up. We've got our feet wider than shoulder width apart. Now we're going to talk about our knees. We want to be flexed. We really want to sit into our shot. And kids do not use their legs near enough. And as they're growing up, especially the young ones, they use their arms for strength. We want our shooters to understand that the strength in your shot comes from your legs. Okay, so we really want them to understand the strength in our shot comes from our legs, and our knees need to be flexed, and our feet wider than shoulder width. So right now we're in a great athletic position. Okay, we're in that triple threat position when we catch. That's the position of our feet and our knees. Okay. Huge part of the shot that is underlooked a lot is your backside. And we like to teach our kids to drop into their shot. Drop into their shot. So when you're getting ready to shoot, drop into your shot. Really drop and get your backside down. And we can drop into our shot and really load up. Okay, and be ready to shoot it when they catch it. So they catch it in a triple threat position, but they're dropping into that shot and they're in a position to rise up and score. Okay, so we really look to the drop too. Watch for kids, knees will be locked, feet will be too close together, backside will be straight. Okay, those are all areas that we can help kids as coaches, and we need to look for as we're working with them here at Elodia. Okay, your hands, positioning of your hands. We want our hands, every time we catch the ball, we want to bring the ball, our wrist is cocked, and that's vital to being a successful shooter. We want our kids to be wrist shooters. And as coaches, look for the wrist. We don't want the wrist here. We want it cocked as they get the ball in the shooter's pocket. Okay? So we're going to bring the ball every time we catch it. Ball comes right to the shooter's pocket with a wrist cocked. Okay? We want to be right in this position here. That's what we call the shooter's pocket with our wrist cocked as we get ready to rise up and shoot. Okay? Your dominant hand shoots the basketball. Kids, offhands have nothing to do with their shot. And we need to get our kids to understand that. The offhand is for strength and balance. And a phrase we like to use with our kids, is block and brace. Okay? Block and brace. We want to block it with our dominant hand and brace it with our offhand. So as we're catching the ball, we're looking to block and brace. Okay? And put ourselves in position that we can rise up and shoot and be successful shooters. All right, your head is huge and vitally important to the shot because it plays a huge role and is very overlooked from a lot of coaches. So coaches, watch your students' heads as their shot goes up. We want our eyes focused on the rim. So as the ball goes up, we don't want them chasing the ball with their head. Their chin comes up, their shoulders go back, and immediately they're working against themselves. We're trying to shoot the ball in that direction and our body's going this direction. So watch our head should be still through the shot, and we want to put our head in position that we can rise up and shoot the same way every time and give us the best chance to be successful. So it starts from the ground. You got to have your feet wider than shoulder width. For balance purposes, we like one foot in front of, just slightly in front of the other. Okay, for balance, it's more effective. We want our knees flexed. We want to drop into the shot with our backsides. We're really dropping into the shot. Okay, every time we catch the ball, we should be in triple threat position anyway, but we want to bring that ball right in the shooter's pocket. Right in the shooter's pocket as we're catching. Ball should be coming right in here tight. By being tight, it allows us to go straight up through our shot. We want to eliminate this motion from our kids where they're really bringing it up here, and now they're shooting in two components. We want to shoot from the ground up. When it starts at the toes, it works your way up through the knees, through your midsection, all the way up through the top. It all works together, and we're all shooting in one solid motion. We're avoiding those hitches, okay? And make sure we keep our chin tucked, and we're not following the ball with our eyes, because that'll cause our shoulders to go back, and we really want our head to stay still throughout the shot.